Hello, my name's Renee, and I'm an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up.
And I'm Hannah from Handcrafted Gifts, also an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up. And today we're going to show you a party favorite that you could use for any party or event or occasion you're having. This all started around Christmas time. I had an event that Renee came to, and we made these little cup of cheer cups. You can see it says sending you a cup of cheer on one side, and then it's this beautiful Christmas poinsettia. This is from the Cup of Christmas stamp set, and there's a little tag that says enjoy tied on there with the baker's twine. And this was a hot cocoa gift, so it comes with a hot cocoa spoon. There were two little candy canes, but those got enjoyed over the holiday. So that's where this idea began. And then Renee recently made an updated version for Valentine's Day.
That's right. So I had a Valentine's class, and I decided to make this one right here. And I used some DSP in the inside and some hearts, and little heart cookies actually is what they are. And so these were my class.
Yeah, favors for us, I believe. Yeah.
Yes.
And then before we got started tonight, we went ahead and made this one for a birthday, because we have this idea to do a business where we can create favors for your occasions. So if you're having a birthday, you can see here it says happy birthday, and there are these floating balloons. We've got the cups on either side and the balloons tied up there, and inside you can see it looks like fireworks. So that's a great birthday party favor. You could put your little treats or toys in there, party hats, whatever you like. So tonight we're going to show you how to make two versions, one for a wedding, whether that's the rehearsal dinner, the actual wedding itself, or the wedding shower, and then one for a baby shower. So we'll get started here. So Renee is going to walk us through, and I'm going to talk us through how to make this. So first you have this 5x5 sheet of paper, and we've gone ahead and scored that at 1 3/4 and 3 1/4. So I had found a tutorial, which we'll link to below, because that did inspire this, that had slightly different dimensions so that it was a more symmetrical box. However, it didn't match up to the cups as much. And so this one allows it to be as if instead of a box inside two cups, it really is like it's just a mug. So once you've folded on all those score lines, then you can go ahead and cut from one end down the score lines to that perpendicular score line. So Renee's going to show us that.
Right. And all you want to make sure is that you're cutting on opposite ends of the sheet. Okay?
Right. Well, I was going to point out it, but we'll just show them.
Yeah. So here's one. And you're just cutting up to that first score line on that side. So there you go. There you go. Beautiful. Our lighting's a little bright tonight. We're not sure why, because we've seen that it's been better. Here's the other one. And do that right there. And then that right there.
Beautiful. So you can see those opposite sides are cut in. So now she's going to be folding those outside corners in towards the middle, but if she does that now, you'll see that it's a little long. And again, that's because the dimensions of this box are real particular, so that it lines up just right with your cup. And the cup is taller than it is wide. So all you're going to do is trim off that like 1/4 inch on all those corner flaps. And you're not trimming the outside, you're actually trimming like the top. So Renee will show you here in just a second. If she could do a close-up.
Okay.
Can you open it all up so you can see how that one is shorter?
Yeah, so that's all we're doing. And so then I'm going to take this one and do exactly that same thing.
And then she'll do that on the other side as well. And that way when you fold in those sides, they're not overlapping, because they obviously need to be flush to create your little box. So you just trim those 4 off. And then can you show them that finished product when you're done there?
Yeah, so again, you just trim those off, and you don't have to worry too much. And then these are going to fold on the inside of the box. So you're going to fold those on the inside of the box, so this outside flap is your center. And this actually is where your cups that you saw here, your cups, are going to be placed.
That way we won't cover those seams.
Yeah, sorry.
That just keeps it real clean.
Okay,
so
I'm going to glue those each on their outside. She said on the outside, right?
That's
so
right.
Now you have your perfect box, okay? And so what's going to happen is in this set, we do quite a bit of die cutting. So here you go, and here they are. And so now you have your 2 cups that you can embellish, and you will be seeing how we embellish our 2 next cups. And they will go, one will go here, sorry. One will go here on this side. Am I centered, Hannah?
That looks good.
And then the other one will go on this side so that the handles are facing, and that's what's so nice about these dies, okay? And that's how our cup will start getting decorated and look like this beautiful little birthday cup. Okay, so what we've got here with hers again is that she is placing these pieces on there. Onto the cup that was die cut out, and she die cut it out with this piece. And then instead of die cutting onto my cups, okay, I went ahead and stamped them. And I used, obviously, the stamps that have the lines. And of course, with the Stamparatus, it's really easy. And we just went ahead and used our Stamparatus and built these using that. All right. So.
And these were Stampin' Up's first ever reversible stamps, so that you could stamp the cup with the handle facing one way, and then flip it over, use the other side, and stamp it with the handle facing the other way. Because it wouldn't make sense to have a cup that had handles facing the opposite direction.
Yes, that would not be good.
Both face the same. That'd be a wacky cup. All right, so I've got my die cuts glued on there. So now I'm gonna glue my cups onto my box. So obviously I'm leaving my sentiment side to show. And now I'm gonna put the cups on the side where you can see it's the seam of where I folded the box together. So it's gonna hide those, which is nice. So I'm just gonna go ahead and put glue on the backs of my cups and glue those on. Again, this is the wedding cup, and Renee is making the baby shower cup, so that's why we did yellow.
Yes, I'm making the baby shower cup, and it is yellow, and as we know, sometimes a lot of these are a reveal, and so this would be a great cup for a reveal, because we could, of course, do these in blue or pink, and then something inside in pink or blue, depending on what you're going to have.
Or if you don't know, it could be for, when you don't know the
Right,
sex,
right.
to do yellow or purple.
Right, exactly.
Or if you want to do something untraditional, we could do blue for a girl and pink for a boy, whatever you want.
Right.
But the yellow is a good neutral. And it matches what's going to go inside, which is a surprise for the end, which we're super excited to show you.
Yes.
All right, so
Super
I've got
cute.
one cup on there. I'm just going to do my opposite side now. Renee's just speedy. Look at her.
Well, you had more to do than I did.
Still, you were explaining all
Okay.
that stuff about what we
So,
used.
so the set is, now I saw the bundle still advertised on Stampin' Up, but I know that the dies, you just saw it, Hannah, the dies are still there.
The
if you're
dies are
interested,
definitely there.
in buying those. But I did see some bundles online, if it's not, because it is out, right?
We will certainly link to whatever Stampin' Up currently has available in our product description. But it was part of the 2019 holiday catalog.
Right.
But there have been some items to carry over from that. So yeah.
Right.
But again, you don't have to have your own. You can order
Hire
through
us.
That's
right.
So now we've got a double-sided cup. So it's really coming together. It doesn't just look like a box anymore. It looks like a real mug. We're going to make that inside a little more festive. So we've each got some different DSP. Mine is a retired DSP. It's called Year of Cheer. And it's these silver metallic foil fireworks, which I think is so good for a wedding. And what do you have there, Renee?
I have little birds' feet.
Which is perfect because
There
little
it is.
storks bring little babies.
Yes, and so what we basically do, and we would glue them, but you don't have to glue them. They kind of fit so nicely in here, in the inside of your box. It's just really nice.
And these are 1 3/4 by 1 1/4. And if they, depending on how tightly you put your box together, if they need to be trimmed just ever so slightly, you can. But it looks like mine are just about gonna fit. I might have to trim just one.
Me too.
Good.
Let's see.
But it's good to try to slide them in first and see where you need to trim. So I need to trim this one just ever so slightly.
Let's see if that one would work better on that side. Yeah, I think that one needs a little trimming also.
And for Renee's, it doesn't matter so much because hers is just a repeating pattern, but for mine, the fireworks link together because I made sure to cut my paper such that I had one strip that then I cut the 4 little pieces out of. So they do align, or like on the birthday one, you can see the red, maybe you can see, let me try to catch the light. Well, that's the seam because that was the end. But then everywhere else, you can see the blue blends into the red, blends into the yellow. So if you're strategic with it, you can make it look really seamless.
There you go. And again, you can glue those in there at any point in time. Matter of fact, I might glue mine in. I think I'm ready for this set to be glued in.
Okay. While you're doing that, I will show on this birthday one, maybe you can see actually if I can catch the light, but there is a window sheet. That's how our balloons are standing up because obviously there's no helium in there. And so I put that window sheet between the DSP and the outside of the cup. And so that way it's hidden until it comes up and needs to just hold those balloons and hold their strings, which are tied around the handles. So that's how we did that effect. And then the sentiment, of course, because it was a little big for the side of the cup, you can choose sentiments that are that way. And Renee's gonna show you how she did hers in a moment. But I just cut it and kind of curled it to wave it, flagged the ends, and then put a dimensional on there to have that sentiment stay on there.
Actually, all I had to do is glue that one in, and then it set everything else in motion. And so there are our little feet. You can see those little feet in there.
Adorable. And the fireworks. All right. So now we can put our tags on. Renee's going to put her sentiment. I'm going to go ahead and put my tag.
So my sentiment, here's to a new beginning. And that's the sentiment right here. And I did use, they have this wonderful little pattern in the cup of cheer here that does these like leaves. And I did die cut that out. And that's really nice. And I'll also put a bow in there that also comes from that set. It's a very handy multi-purpose set. Of course, you can still see some of the paper in there, but that's okay.
That's okay.
So there you go. There it is. There's the little one right there. And so they're really handy. That whole set is just a beautiful set. Also, when we made the tags are also die cut out, okay? So the whole thing is really handy.
So there's my tag. It says Mr. and Mrs. in that same silver ink. And I've tied that on with the baker's twine, which is white and silver as well to match. You might have seen we used similar baker's twine on our birthday cup, and Renee's gonna be using it on hers as well. I'm just gonna trim my edges so that they match up in length a little bit.
So I am going to glue this on here, something like that. I know that's hard to see with that light today, but anyway, I'll get it to you in a good fashion in just a second. All right, so I'm just going to glue that on. I already glued that little leaf stem on there because I didn't want to take too much time, but as you see from the back of this, I just went ahead and, I don't know now, oh, there it is. Thank you, light. I just went ahead and glued it together in this fashion to produce that front. So now all I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put that across that face. And then I'm going to take my bow, and you'll see where I place it on that lower stem. But these are two different ways of doing this. Go ahead.
And this cup is actually already done. So you can see it's real simple. We wanted to keep it really elegant, again, since it's for a wedding, shower, rehearsal, actual day. And so you could put your little wedding treats in there, whatever those may be. Super cute. I wish I had known about this for my wedding because I had a tea-themed wedding, or at least reception,
Oh.
and these would have been such a cute little favor. I even think the tag, I mean, that's like a tea bag tag right there. And I actually did give tea as my favors in little cups, but I wish they'd been these little cups.
Oh, yes, that would have been perfect. See? All right, so this is how this looks. I want to see if you can.
Cute,
Yes,
very cute.
there you go. There you can see that now. So there you go with that. And then these are the sides. And then there's the back. And again,
Just
I
need to add
have
your
my
tag.
tag. So again, my tag says, obviously, my tag is going to say, baby. And I'm just going to thread that through these holes. If I can do that this evening, we'll see.
Take your time. And then, like I said, we've got a little surprise for what we can put in Renee's cup.
yes.
And it could be whatever you wanted for your event. But even if you wanted it to be this, you could put, we were saying, because you're about to see what it is, you probably already started to guess because of the footprints on the DSP there. But you could put like a little chocolate egg in the bottom. And then you could put what we're going to put on top. Let's just say, since my last name is Bird, I would love this for my baby shower if I was having one.
Yeah.
So I've got my,
Yes.
I wish I had for my wedding, and I hope I will for my baby
Yes.
if, when that time comes.
Yes. Exactly.
And for
That's
all the
true.
birthdays in between. Put that little birthday one back there.
Yeah, that birthday one is really great. Talk about the set that those balloons come from, because that set is darling and is in the mini catalog. Do you remember what that?
Yeah, so that set is the Special Someone set, and it has a
Yeah.
bunch of little forest animals and those balloons and some other birthday sentiments. So that's certainly a good one to use. That's where we got the happy birthday from as well.
So I'm just fussing, sorry.
That's okay, take your time. And this happy wedding day sentiment came from the beautiful bouquet stamp set, and the Mr. and Mrs. actually came from the piece of cake stamp set. So we'll have all those in the description below if you want to check those out.
Yeah. And so I just made my tie for my little baby tag. And so there you go.
Cute.
Isn't that sweet?
Or
And,
Yabab.
Oh, baby.
It was reading backwards.
There you go.
There it is.
There it is. Baby. Now.
All right, let's fill that
Okay.
baby up.
So we have a little bird's nest.
That's right.
We have a little bird's nest.
Cute. I'm so excited about this.
And
I knew we had that from another project.
ta-da!
So cute, little chickie.
A little chick in there.
So cute.
A little chick in there.
That was a last minute addition, folks. I thought, wait, we've got some of that shreddy paper, and
There
Renee
you
loved
go.
that chick, so cute.
Yes.
So we've got our final projects here. Let's hold them all up. Wedding, birthday, and baby shower.
Yeah.
So cute.
And this is these we can make, and we will of course discuss the particulars with you, but we would love to be able to make these for folks for their occasions, and then you can decide on what favor you would like. I do want to say that the sentiment may here's to a new beginning, and the chick come from this delightful set, which is also in the new mini catalog.
Full of happiness, which
Yes.
you hopefully would be if you were expecting a new edition.
Yes.
At least after adjusting to that news. Okay, so here we are. We'll say our
Okay.
quick goodbyes.
Yeah.
So as always, thank you so much for watching. You can see everything you need below in our description. Please do like this video if you liked it.
Yes.
Please
Yes.
subscribe if you're interested in seeing more.
Yes.
The video will be available on Renee's channel as well as mine.
Yes.
And contact us if you're interested in some party favors.
Absolutely. Happy crafting.
Happy
and
crafting.
hope you contact us. Bye-bye. So you want to talk a little bit about the idea of the business a little bit more and how they might be able to contact us if they were interested at this point, or?
Sure. So basically these are completely customizable. So if you see something you like tonight or it inspires something else, you can contact us and we can use any colors, any sentiments, any designer series paper, whatever is currently available either from Stampin' Up, and create a personalized favor for your party. So these are just ideas to inspire you. And so you would just contact us and we work with you to create what's best for you.
For me, if you message me at the bottom of this video, I will check and respond to you if you are interested in doing these party favors. Sorry, did I do that right? Yeah, I was doing that right, I think.
Well, other sides you can fold the middle up on the outside.
What am I doing? Okay.
So outside.
Outside.
Yep.
Yes, sorry.
That's okay. That's a good example. So it could work either way, but the cleanest look is going to be to put the glue on the outside of those corner flaps so you can fold up the center.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can contact Renee or you can contact me. We work together. So
Yes.
if one of us gets the message, we will relay it to the
Right,
other.
and you can,
they work together.
yes, this video will be on my site and Hannah's site. So what that means is if you see it on Hannah's site, please contact her through messaging through the YouTube site, and we will check that. And so we want to show you how you use the die cuts that are found in this package and that we will be using throughout the video.
Yeah, so Renee's going to cut the cups, and you can see there's two different ones so that your handles face both directions. Ooh, we've got all sorts of background noises happening here. So she's going to roll that through. And the other thing we can do is we can prep all of these materials and then come to you if your, say, bridal party wants to get together and make these for the wedding and have that be part of your experience together. So that's just another option. So whatever sounds good to you, contact us and we'll talk about what's currently available and make something work. Can I stop it?
Yep.